What's up, guys? If you are into music reaction channels that are honest, raw, and authentic, look no further. You found your destination. It is the Tazzz N Philly Show. Welcome to our journey.
And make sure that you subscribe below and enjoy the show.
What is good, you sexy son of a gun? It is Philly. That is Tazzz. It's the Tazzz N Philly Show, and we are back with another reaction video. What is good, guys? Philly and Tazzz, we are back with another reaction video. We're checking out Jinjer, a song called Outlander. I think Tazzz said it was a subscriber request. I could be crazy. Sometimes he says that, and I don't remember.
Yes, and yes.
Yes, it is a subscriber request, so thank you
and
to the
yes.
Fantastics.
You are crazy. Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you to the Fantastics for the suggestion. Obviously, we've been down this Jinjer rabbit hole a handful of times now. We even did an interview with Tatiana, so that's been pretty cool. I'm not sure what we're getting here. Excuse me. Obviously, she screams. She doesn't scream. She growls. She can sing. The band is pretty hard. So I'm sure we're going to get a combination of that. Anything else you want to laugh at, or should I just turn it over to you right now?
Yes, your word selections are cracking me up. Go ahead, best friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, the artistry and the Neapolitan of magnificentness, or whatever the hell you say, I'm sure this will be all of that. So, Tazzz, why don't you give the subscriber a shout out, and then we can get into the wonderful rabbit hole of Jinjer. Tazzz, get your composure. Thank you.
All right, so neither one of us have heard this song. 99% of the songs we react to, if you're watching for the first time, we have not seen, which has been great. We've been very fortunate that the song suggestions we've been given pretty much since the beginning of our channel have been songs we have never heard before. And that's cool because it's 100% raw and authentic.
Yeah, they also do bands we never heard of before either.
And bands, right. So, you know, if we come along a song that we've heard before, we always let you know. But that doesn't give it away, or it could have been a long time ago, or actually it could have been we heard it from like the original artist, let's say, but this is our first time hearing it from someone else. But still, that's few and far between. Excuse me. This particular song, I was told it's an old school from back from 2014, so this would be a younger version of Jinjer. I don't remember officially when they started, but I guess it's been back since 2014. So it'd be nice to see them back then. This shout out goes to CJ Joe. What a cool ass name. So you must know G.I. Jane. So tell Demi, is it Demi? Who played G.I. Jane? Was it Demi
Moore?
Demi
Yes.
Moore. Yeah. I'm thinking somebody else. All right, so CJ Joe, forgive my corniness, but this song is for you.
I'm sorry for that, CJ. Somehow you know G.I. Jane because of your name. So
I think of it.
I apologize for him in advance. Or actually, it's not even in advance. I apologize for after the fact because that was ridiculous. All right. Well, anyway, again, sorry, CJ. And no, we're not reacting to G.I. Jane. We're reacting to G.I. Jinjer. So, Tazzz, let's get into it. It's
You mean J.I. Jinjer.
Yeah, J.I.
Anyway, let's get started.
Outlander. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's been million years and yet his pop is my
You know,
Oh,
I
yes. Go ahead.
I could be. Was that Tatiana singing? Because it was hard for me to tell with the hair and everything. I mean, like the screaming sounded like her, but parts of that made me think it didn't look like her for a second. But I can't swear to that. I wouldn't know for sure. I know that they changed bandmates and she wasn't always the singer, and that's going back a while. So the screaming tells me it was her because it sounded similar, but I honestly couldn't tell. But anyway, regardless, either way,
Let me research real quick while you're talking. Keep talking. I'm gonna see.
no, I was just gonna say either way, actually, out of all the Jinjer songs I've heard so far, that's one of my favorite ones. She screams quite a bit in that, and I know I've talked about how I don't love that and throughout an entire song, but I thought it was a good blend of that and the mixture of the singing. I thought the riff was really cool. I'm a really big fan of that song in general. So I'm just curious. I mean, either way, Tatiana or not, I liked it a lot. Um, the reason I think it was her is because of the screaming. But like I said, I couldn't tell. She looked like she had kind of like dreads a little bit, or hair was long, was in her face. Just couldn't tell.
Looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it was her since 2009. The current lineup of 2009 was a formation with the arrival of singer Tatiana
Okay.
Schmaliuk.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
makes sense. The singing, like the screaming part, sounded like her. Just I couldn't tell, like because of the hair was in her face, and her hair was a little different and all. But either way, liked it quite a bit. Like the riff, like the hard rock sound, like the switch back and forth between the growling and her singing. I thought it was
yes.
a good compliment. Not like I've said before, I'll say it again. Like I'm not a fan of the screaming all the way through, but when it blends nicely and it's not all the way 100% that, I can get down with it. And I thought this was a cool blend, and it's up there as one of my favorite Jinjer songs I've heard so far. Even though it goes back a while, I like that one quite a bit. So CJ, good choice. And thank you. And Tazzz, what are your thoughts?
It's something that you said there, like one of your favorites, because usually when you see somebody like the older version, they're not so polished and stuff until you see them now, where you're like, wow, I can see the transformation. But to be the fact that they were pretty damn good back then, and then they're pretty damn good now, like, okay, if you're going to be level, as long as you're good at that level, then that's what matters. So that's pretty cool. Um, One thing I love about Jinjer, not just for the fact of what Philly had said, how she could change from from Tatiana specifically, how she could change from growl to singing and mix it up, is just the fact of the femininity in the band. I mean, it's one thing hearing a band where it's all guys and the guys growling or whatever, but having her there, it adds such texture because everything is so like raw and manly and ugh. And then when she's growling, she blends in because she said in one of the interviews she practiced to growl like a man. So at that point, when she's growling, it sounds like all man. But then when she sings, there's a woman in Jinjer, and I just love that complexity and that leveling and stuff like that. It really makes it more exciting and enticing to hear because I didn't really know any other women that growled. I'm slowly starting to learn from our fans telling us about other women that growl from other bands, but Jinjer was pretty much the first. I can't remember any from back in the 80s or 90s off the top of my head, but yeah, I mean, I really love this song. I mean, it was just the guitarists were just on point. Like they were really digging deep. Love that. I mean, oh my God. And then blended with her, she was getting down with them, like leaning on one of the speakers and stuff, like getting all into the audience, like they really were in the audience's face. And that's what I like. I don't like those concerts, let's say, or little clubs or whatever, where like the band seems to be, the stage is set back far and the audience is way down there. And it sounds like they're just performing for themselves. Because I've seen a lot of bands back when I used to go to clubs a lot. But this, like, they're right there. And then, she was doing her hair whipping and stuff. And she was just, oh, it's so beautiful. Just so all together, Jinjer was on point. CJ Joe, thank you for requesting this. It's really a joy when Philly and I hear a song that we've never heard before that we actually like, which I'm giving our cards away, but who cares? Because we never know what to expect. We keep it real. We could play a song and it sucks, and you'll know about it. Our opinion, but it's not something we look forward to. So is not happening today. I mean, this song was really, really, really good. Like, so amazing. And for it to be from 2014, so that means that they haven't fallen off the path or anything like that, because they're amazing now when we've heard them recently. Yeah. Let's vote. What are we waiting for?
I'm ready. All right, guys. So it's time to vote for the song that Jinjer just did for us, which was Outlander. Here we go. So it's a 2-rating system. Anybody new to the channel, if you've been here before, you know the drill. But Tazzz is going to count to 3, and we're both going to rate it. I'm sorry. But basically what we do here is ass or pass. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If that song sucked, it's ass. We give it thumbs down. And if that song did not suck, we give it a thumbs up because we passed it. So that is where we're at. Tazzz is going to count to 3. I will drum roll. We will both rate, and then we will move on to the next reaction video. Tazzz, are you ready?
I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Jinjer.
Oh, my God. Very good.
CJ, thank you. Awesome. I will add this to my gym playlist. I like this one quite a bit. So thank you for the suggestion. Thank you to the Fantastics. Thank you to all the Jinjer fans for always coming in and suggesting songs for us and giving us information about the band. We couldn't appreciate you more for that. And we will be back to the Jinjer rabbit hole again very shortly. And for everybody else, if you're new to the channel, you might be seeing this for the first time, but I like to say, thank you guys for being here. You could be anywhere else in the world that you would want to be, but you spent some time with us, about 14 minutes, as we reacted to this. And we will be back soon with another reaction video. I am Philly. That is Tazzz. It's the Tazzz N Philly show. Have a wonderful night. Peace.
And take it easy and keep it breezy.